Today we're going to learn about using factor trees to find the greatest common factor. Yesterday we reviewed 3 ways that you can find the greatest common factor. You can list the factors of a number and look for common factors. You can use fact families or look for a multiplication or division pattern, or you can use divisibility rules to help you find the greatest common factor. But how can we use factor trees to help us find the greatest common factor? Well, another way to find greatest common factors is to use prime factor trees for each number. Let's try an example with 42 and 36. I'm going to make 2 factor trees for 42 and 36. So I start by using 6 times 7 for 42, and then 2 times 3. And then for 36, I'm going to do 6 times 6 and factor that out into 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. Circled my primes. Great. Now I'm going to list the prime factors for my 2 numbers. So for 42 I had 2, 3, and 7. And for 36 I had 2, 2, 3, and 3. So now what I want to do is I want to look for common prime factors. So in this case, they share a 2 and they share a 3. The other factors don't have a match, so I'm not going to circle them. So now I take the 2 factors that they have in common, the 2 and the 3, and all I do is I take the 2 and the 3 and I multiply them together, and that gives me 6. 6 is my GCF. And that's all there is to it. Let's try 14 and 56. I make 2 factor trees. I circle my primes. Then I list out the prime factors. Then I just circle what they have in common. And in this case, they have a 2 and a 7. So then I just take my 2 and my 7, and that gives me 14. And 14 is my GCF.